In center field, number 28, Pierre Turgeon. For this first game this afternoon, let's start with number 20 for the Canadian team, Pierre Turgeon. And they're lucky to have him here because he's an outstanding hockey player too, Jim.
When you talk about this Canadian team, they're probably all outstanding hockey players, but he's far and above one of the best ones in his age bracket. First thing you'll notice about him, he's 6'1". The only little leaguer I've been able to look eye to eye with, so it's kind of strange. He's very big. He's got a lot of power. He pitched a super game yesterday. He was overpowering on the mound, and you'll notice him right away when he comes up with that little 33-inch bat in his hands. He's quite big. Here's the big man we were talking about,
Pierre Turgeon. And all of you English and French and Chinese majors out there, bear with us because we're probably going to hammer some of this.
I think you're doing great, John.
He's 6 feet even, 174 pounds.
We said he was 6'1". That's the report we had got. So I looked down at him a little bit, John. You look up with him.
I look up at him a lot. 11 and 12 years old. They can turn 13, but not until the month of August to be eligible to play in this tournament.
You know, this young kid reminds me a lot. When I played Little League in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, I was 6 foot tall, and my parents had to bring my birth certificate all the time.
I wonder where he plays in hockey.
Anywhere he wants.
I knew you'd say that. Slaps it foul, and I guarantee you, Pierre is not intimidated by Mr. Wong.
No, he stands in there pretty good, gets a good rip at it. And he's their leader. He's the man that really has to get them going. He's hit 4 home runs in tournament play. He's their big power man. Stands on top of the plate, covers the plate real well.
1-1 to him. Now it's 2 balls and a strike. They had a problem with Pierre in their first couple of tournaments because he was invited to a special camp in hockey in the province of Quebec.
Well, they only picked 40 players, isn't it? 40 best in the whole province, which is quite an honor.
So he had to go back and forth between Toronto and Montreal to attend the hockey camp and play in the Little League tournament. But it was worth it because he's here in the World Series. Slaps it foul.
Yeah, just like I was talking about the pitcher being an imposing figure, well, Pierre's got to be an imposing figure at home plate. You look there in that center field camera shot that we had just a few seconds ago. See how he is on top of the plate and how big he looks from that angle. Look at this. Woo!
Slaps it foul again. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. There are 2 outs. No score here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. We are delighted to have you with us on ESPN. We're live, and we'll be here most of the afternoon because we have a second game to follow. That one will also be televised live right here on your Total Sports Network.
And you got 2 guys that are really thrilled to be here, John?
You're right.
Brings back great memories. Lou Palmer, that's right. But I don't think they had Little League way back then, did they? When Lou
You'll pay for that. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs.
Abner Doubleday hadn't invented the game.
Abner Doubleday had not invented the game. All right.
Pierre drove in a run in his team's victory on Wednesday. We'll explain the setup, too, about why they take Friday off before the championship game on Saturday. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Chang in time, a 1-2-3 inning for Wong. Out that has been recorded that is not a strikeout so far. It's 2-0.
Right.
The Far East is leading Canada.
And I'm going to tell you something. He's so big and strong. If he just lays the bat on it, he can hit it downtown up there way out in the bleachers.
There's a called strike to him. They obviously play him to pull the ball because the left fielder, Huang, is playing in.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
The right fielder, Tai, and the center fielder, Chen, are both deep and swung around to right.
Interesting. First pitch was, there you get a shot of where the players are playing, the defense is playing. First pitch was a breaking ball. Second pitch is a breaking ball. I tell you, because, you know, with the big hitter in the other team, especially at this age level, you know they're mainly fastball hitters. He's going up there with one thing in mind, to get a fastball he can hit out of here. 2 breaking balls right off the table. Now, from a hitter's standpoint, you got to say to yourself, uh-oh, another breaking ball. Watch him throw a fastball.
We'll see. That one sailed away from the catcher. The runners move up. So now Canada really with a threat. Runners at second and third with 2 outs.
He threw the fastball, but he surely didn't want to throw it that high. He wanted to throw it up high where maybe he'd go fishing for it. Look at the pitcher with his arm around his catcher. Love it. Love it.
They're having another conference, and now walking back is Wong. Tell you, Shaw, the catcher, Shaw Chun Hao, does not have an easy job with the guy that can throw breaking pitches plus the fast stuff as well as Wong can throw it. That really adds to your problem.
I'm telling you, the kid has big league stuff in miniature. I'm telling you, that's the type of breaking balls you see in the big leagues, and this form and control.
Chopped foul at home plate. He's still alive.
That was a breaking ball.
There's another little sport going on here behind the scenes in Williamsport, and that's way up on the hill behind the scoreboard. The youngsters have cardboard boxes, and they are sliding down. Maybe that's to make the Canadian team feel more at home, like they're on a ski run or something.
Right. In fact, you were out here early this morning during that, weren't you?
Great exercise.
Yeah. In fact, you took some kid's cardboard box. He was crying.
1-2 to Turgeon. Bouncer, fair territory. 1 run is in for Canada. Here comes the second runner. Here's the throw. He'll score. Canada takes a 2-1 lead. Turgeon with a base hit to drive in the 2 runners, and Canada is out on top. For Canada, that was back in the 3rd. We're now in the 5th. It's 10-4. Far East is leading. Bouncer to shortstop. Second for 1. That is all they will get. I had to retotal my strikeouts. Let's credit Wong with 15 now. Only 2 putouts have been made other than strikeouts. 15 of the 17 outs recorded so far, strikeouts. So instead of 14, it's 15.
Oh, he had a good rip at a good fastball right in his wheelhouse.
Turgeon in the game is 1 for 3 officially. He's scored 2 runs and he's driven 2 in.
He might have hit that one up in the motel room, John.
2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 6th inning. 10-7, a 3-run cushion right now for the Far East. Trying to advance to the championship game for the 6th consecutive year. Ball is foul. Tracked down by Chow. Both pitchers going all the way in this game.
You'll see that man someday, they tell me, in the NHL. They think he's that good.
I kind of wonder what will happen to him after he gets through playing Little League Baseball. If he will turn his full concentration and attention on hockey, or whether in some way he will try to stay with some baseball.
Yeah, that's always a tough decision. Always a tough decision to make. I would think he would lean towards hockey.
I think you're probably right. 2-2 on him with 2 outs. Great play by the first baseman, but he can't get back to the bag. Chow cut it off, but could not get back in time. It'll go as a base hit. Hit number 5.
Here you get a shot from our first base camera angle. He hit it hard, and the first baseman dove to his right, made an excellent play. But as he was getting up, the ball came out of his glove. By then, the big fellow was across the bag.
Center fielder, young man we talked about, and you can see the size. Turgeon is the center fielder. 3 balls and no strikes. Swings away, hits it into center field. That's the first hit of the ball game. Turgeon throws it back in.